Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Push the Button, and this is the Lockdown. Today, I'm going to be chatting to somebody who I've known for a couple of years now, done a few events with him, and he's an absolute gentleman, an absolute legend, and really, really talented. So talented, he was on Ireland's Got Talent. Magician Jamie Skelton.
That's perfect. If you could put your other hand on top of the deck for me and just cover it just like that, that's brilliant. Okay. Now, at the start of this, I said to you guys that I was going to show you a trick with no cards. No cards, no ink, nothing. Watch this. Squeeze as tight as you can.
Squeeze what?
Your hands together.
Cards.
Watch this. 1, 2. Very slowly.
Yeah.
Lift up your hand, Jason.
Okay.
And you'll see that the deck has actually changed into a solid block of glass.
Jamie, how's it going, buddy?
Hey Stephen, not too bad, how are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming on the Lockdown. The last time we saw each other was probably the last gig that we've probably done ourselves in this current situation. Would I be right?
Yeah, that was it, our last gig. We were going, it'll be fine,
Yeah, it'll all be good.
We'll be gigging, it's fine. Paddy's going to go ahead.
So, as we mentioned in the intro, you're a magician, and a lot of your obviously work has just obviously come to a halt.
It's disappeared.
And with the likes of like communions and confirmations and stuff, that'd be a big part of your business as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like coming into May now, communions is a huge, probably the busiest time of the year, even busier than Christmas, as well as confirmations in April. So a lot of obviously confirmations have been cancelled. Now they haven't said anything yet about communions, but I don't think they're going to go ahead either in May. So they'll probably be postponed. They will happen, but it's going to be a chunk of work on in May, which is disappointing, but what can you do?
What have you been doing with your time now that you're in your house?
Nothing. Relaxing.
At least you're honest.
Well, I've been trying to just stay to my daily routines. Before all this anyway, I like to get up early in the morning and go for a run and read and just try and stay active. So I'm just trying to keep that kind of those activities going, as well as trying to practice and develop new material. I said I might as well be proactive and just instead of just not doing anything, it's a good time to just work in new material and learn some new stuff.
And has there been any tricks that you've been tricks that you've always wanted to try and do that you just haven't had this type of time to practice with, that you've maybe knuckled down to?
It's not so much the tricks, it's more the kind of the learning new kind of theory in terms of sleight of hand and mind reading tricks like that. So there's a lot of stuff out there, like a lot of books and a lot of DVDs that I've had on my shelf for years. I said I'll get around to that one day. It's not kind of more bigger tricks, it's more kind of just theoretical stuff that I'm trying to learn, just to enhance the performance.
Yeah, because when we were last together, we were sitting having pizza. We were in the Well in Dublin. Nice pizza, by the way. When they reopen, go visit them. And I was asking you about putting together a big stage show, but that's not what you're really about, is it?
No, not really. As I said, my kind of line of work is I do both. So I do kids magic, so shows for kids, and I also do close-up magic and mind for adults. So the close-up stuff is I just love it. I love going up to people, being in front of them and just freaking them out, doing like mind reading and close-up tricks. And then the kids stuff, I'm on stage a lot of the time for that, but it's obviously not huge audiences. Sometimes it could be 5 kids, sometimes it could be 100, but that kind of gets me my fill of kind of doing a show for people. But the
I don't know, Jamie. I'd like to see you do a show.
Yeah, show. Maybe someday we'll see.
Yeah, with tigers coming out of boxes and stuff.
And
well, maybe not tigers.
And open shirts. Yeah, that's never really been my style. It's more, I always grew up doing card tricks and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm comfortable with and what I'm trying to, do.
Now, as you know, I've always wanted to be a magician.
Yes.
And I know we've sat down and you said, no, you're not magic. It's all got to do with how you're born and the skills that your family was passed down to you through the wizards and stuff like this. So I just have to take that as granted, because I remember the first thing I ever did as a kid was I went for an audition when I was 8 years old for a local variety group. And I brought my little magic box, you know, the one that comes with the little sponge balls and the little cups and a wand, and I don't know what else came with it. And I had the routine down. It was a 5-minute routine, and I remember going up next, and the guy who was doing the auditions was like, "All right, so we've seen enough magicians now."
You're just like,
Yeah, no, my world collapsed around me.
oh no. What did you do?
They were like, "What can you do?" And I'm like, "I can do Donald Duck." And they were like, "Give us a go." And I'm like, "Hello, everybody."
That's pretty good.
And that was it. And I became the Donald Duck for the variety show that we did at Blanchetown years and years ago. Oh my God.
I think I remember seeing that picture of you dressed up as a kid as Donald Duck.
Yes.
Something I can't unsee now.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? We might pop it up there.
Get it there.
Oh, magic. Who was your inspiration as a magician?
Growing up, see, I grew up in the 90s, so David Blaine was kind of on TV
Shazam.
at that point. Shazam. He was on TV at that point, so
Yeah.
I kind of liked his stuff. And I suppose that's what influenced me to get into card tricks, because a lot of magicians before me were influenced by Paul Daniels, hence they got into kind of big stage illusions and that kind of stuff. So I think
That's a
you're
lot.
influenced by who's around you at that time. Like a lot of kids now would be influenced by guys like Dynamo, who again is similar to Blaine. It's all kind of
Yeah.
close magic and card tricks. But yeah, and my uncle Joe, he's a professional magician, so of course it's handy having a magician in the family. So I used to watch
Well, it's
him.
your bloodline, isn't it? It's
Exactly,
like,
it's
as we
all
said, it's
blood.
like wizards and witches, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, pretty much. So he got me into it as a little kid, and yeah, it just went from there. And you know, he kind of mentored me and trained me, and now it's great because we do gigs together sometimes. And
Oh, that's
I'd like to
nice.
think I show him a few things that he's he's not sure of. So, which is kind of
And have you come up with any of your own? I know, because there's so many magic tricks and there's so many illusions. Is there any that you've created and invented yourself?
No, I'm not too much of a creative mind. There's a lot of guys in magic in the industry who that's their job. They solely come up with tricks for other magicians.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the music industry. There's songwriters and then the people who sing the songs. Sometimes the songwriters don't necessarily sing the songs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. I like to think of myself as a singer rather than a songwriter. But I like to put my own twist on tricks. So I might get a trick and I go, oh, that doesn't really fit my personality or my style. So I'll try and change a few things around and maybe add a few little subtleties to it and kind of, create my own presentation. So I like to think I can do that pretty well.
Cool. Okay, before we wrap things up, can I ask you to do a trick for everybody watching?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm going to look at the screen down here so I can see
Yeah,
it.
sure. I just have to clear my throat with a bit of a cough first.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Sorry about that. It's a coronavirus trick.
Too soon.
Too soon, yeah, too soon. I'll show you a card trick. Very basic
Okay.
card trick. So I have a deck of cards here. Now we haven't set anything up. I haven't told you to think of a card already or anything like this. This is the
No.
first time we're talking about this. So in the deck cards, there's 52 cards. Now let's eliminate the jokers. Can you think of any card you want in a deck? Now change your mind a few times, but basically get a card that you feel comfortable with.
Yes.
You have a card in your mind.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to change your mind to a completely different card, or you can stick with the card you're taking up. It's up to you.
I'm sticking.
You're sticking. Okay.
Yeah.
So, for the first time out loud, what card are you merely thinking of?
The 8 of clubs.
The 8 of clubs. And you don't
Yeah.
want to change your mind.
No.
Before we came on camera here, I took one card in this deck and I turned it around. So, one card is backwards in the deck. Now, you said the 8 of diamonds, yeah?
No, clubs.
Oh, clubs. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Damn it. He's like,
Totally
please think
forget.
diamonds.
Watch this. I'm going to do this slowly.
Okay.
The 8 of clubs, one card and only one card is upside down. You can see that there in the middle. Every other card is face up except
Oh!
8 of clubs. Weird.
Man, I love magic. It
Crazy.
freaks me out. That is amazing.
Thanks very much. I'm glad it worked.
Oh,
It's gone
Jamie.
wrong. We've done 51 other takes. That's the first time it's gone right.
you're just like, just say the 8 of
Just do
clubs.
it. Think of any
No,
card
there was
you
no
want.
setup in there. That was pure magic. Jamie, thanks so much for coming on the lockdown.
Oh, thank you for having me. I hope to
All
see
right,
you
stay safe and healthy, okay?
soon. You too, man.
Mind blown. Jamie's an absolute legend, a gentleman, and thank you so much for coming on. Make sure you check him out. All his links are down below in the description. This has been The Lockdown. Thanks for hitting subscribe. If you haven't yet, it's a simple button. You just press it. Like magic like that. And we'll see you next time.